desperate times call for desperate measures. How desperate? You call up Nate Diaz. That's the state that they're...
Reliable.
And you know that's not a phone call they want to make. That is not a phone call. So the word is that they threw out the idea of Tyron Woodley fighting Nate Diaz. Now, no surprise, Tyron Woodley interested in this fight. You get why.
Of course.
Nate Diaz seems like, for undisclosed reasons, that idea didn't get very far. And so I wonder, in your opinion, do you think that Nate Diaz is not taking this fight because he's not getting the money he wants, or because on paper it's not a good matchup for him?
The UFC always well, I won't say always. This is not fair, but sometimes they remind me. I don't know if you know this. Let's say a tower on a military installation has to get built, right? People don't realize this. They may not know this. The tower will be built by the firm that offers to do it for the least amount of money. So you get these rickety-ass towers, and I was in artillery, so this was a big thing for us. I mean, you would be at the top of this thing, and you'd be thinking, oh, my God, we're going to die in the middle of the night. This thing's going to collapse. The UFC sometimes feels like, to me, like we've got a set of fighters here. Which one can we get for the lowest amount of money? And so Nate Diaz probably is driving a hard bargain and is probably asking for, I don't know what he's asking for, but I suspect it's for some kind of astronomical demand in one way or the other. And
he has all the leverage, though, right?
Right. Well, that's the point. Like, he's probably getting into this because if he wins the title, can you imagine what a tyrant he would be at welterweight with a belt around his waist? I mean, this would be cataclysmic. I guess the UFC just doesn't like his chances. But my sole point about this is I think the UFC has found itself in this predicament, and Nate Diaz likes it because he's mentioning his leverage. But the UFC is just trying to see who can we lowball the most. And this is where you end up.